Here's my 2 cents as a former police officer. One of the things that drew me into law enforcement was the opportunity to make a difference in people's lives, especially the lives of kids and victims of crime. I still believe one of the most effective things a police officer can do is practice real community policing. I'm not talking about the version of community policing that gets sensationalized on social media every time a cop or department does something good for the community. I'm talking about what officers do for people when nobody is watching. The real community policing. Community policing is more than just a program, a slogan, or a public relations event. It means getting out of the patrol car, talking to people, listening, learning who lives and works in your community, building relationships before there is ever a crisis. Those relationships build trust, and trust solves crimes. Unfortunately, proactive officers often carry the heaviest burden. They are the ones making traffic stops, investigating suspicious activity, talking with people, finding drugs, locating wanted individuals, and getting involved before a problem becomes something worse. And sometimes being proactive creates friction. Reactive officers may not appreciate the additional workload that comes with proactive policing. Reactive supervisors and administrators can become frustrated because proactive officers naturally generate more reports, more difficult situations, and sometimes more complaints. But policing was never supposed to be about avoiding complaints. It was supposed to be about protecting people. That brings me to flock cameras and the automatic license plate readers that are in online now. I understand the argument for them. They can help locate stolen vehicles, identify suspects, find missing people, and solve serious crimes. Those are legitimate benefits. But I also believe we need to have an equally serious conversation about privacy and freedom. The freedom to travel from one place to another without government continuously documenting your movements matters to me. I don't feel particularly secure knowing that there's a technology that can create a searchable record of where ordinary citizens travel, when they travel, and how often they go there. The response I often hear is, well, if you're not doing anything illegal, then what's the matter? Well, because freedom should not depend on proving that you have nothing to hide. History has repeatedly shown how easily government power can expand little by little, usually under the promise of greater safety, efficiency, or security. The question should never simply be, can this technology help police? The question should also be, what safeguards are in place to make sure this power is never abused? I spent enough time in law enforcement to believe strongly in good, solid police officers. I also spent enough time around government to know that oversight matters. Instead of trying to replace proactive policing with another camera, another database, and another piece of technology, I would rather see communities invest in good officers. Bring back proactive policing. Encourage officers to get out of their cars. Let them know their communities. Let them investigate their communities. Let them build relationships. Let them make reasonable decisions without constantly wondering whether leadership will punish them simply because a difficult call became messy. Hold bad officers accountable. Absolutely agree with that. But support the good ones who are willing to do the hard work. Technology can assist policing, for sure. It should never replace the human relationships that make good policing work, and it should never quietly cost us freedoms we wish we had protected sooner. One last thing. When I got into law enforcement, there would be hundreds of applicants going for one or two positions. In recent years, departments have difficulty accepting even qualified applicants. Do you want to improve policing? Let them do their job, pay them what they're worth, invest in the department, elect and appoint good leadership. A good cop naturally has it in them to do what's right and to do what's good. Let's support them. Not just the I back the blue kind of thing, but really fight for them because they are out there fighting for us. Enough said.